My
Yes,
screen
ma'am.
is yes,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Thank you, madam, for that lovely introduction. Actually, we are a family. We don't need it. Still, Harman sir was really kind enough to say that even the family members deserve a kind of appreciation. So thank you, and very well welcomed by madam. So thank you, each one of you. So the topic given to me today is phonics. Okay. So I have just made an attempt to do this. Let's see this. Now, what shall we discuss in this entire 1 hour of session? What shall we discuss is, this is the introduction part, what I will be telling. Next is awareness of phonetics. Awareness of phonetics. See, phonetics is a very, very vast language. Now, we are as teachers. If I would have been a student of MA class, then my syllabus or my, what if I will be talking to the students of, what do you say, MA? Yes, if I'll be talking to students of MA literature students, then my syllabus would be different. I would be focusing something on phonetics and the different aspects of phonetics. But since we are teachers and we are dealing with the primary children, I won't go much into details of phonetics. But of course, I will give a brief idea of what is phonetics. Okay. Then next, phonics for primary students. As teachers, how phonics is related with primary students. So with that aspect only, I will be dealing more with it. What can be done by a teacher? As a teacher to do phonetics or for the improvement of the sound system in primary section, what a teacher has to be doing. Next, suggested activities to develop spoken English. And lastly, suggestions for teachers. Okay, this is what I will be focusing in my session today. So first, awareness of phonics. Awareness of phonics. We talk a lot of phonetics of this and that, but हमको detail में इसका knowledge नहीं होता है कि what exactly is. There are many who must have done language का MA वगैरह English में किया है, तो they may know what is phonetics. But if a person from science background, they must be hearing this word continuously, phonics, phonetics, phonology. But ये सब है क्या? We don't know. And if I directly start as a primary teacher, हमको phonics में ये करना है, without giving the basic idea of what is phonics. So I just thought I will first tell you in very short what entire thing. Phonetics is a very big thing, but I just can't put it sum up in a very short time. But still, I have just tried my best to make you aware what is phonics. So phonics, if you see from the picture, it is just a speech mechanism. Our organs of our body, our organs of the mouth, which organs are playing what role. If you can see with this picture, you will understand the speech mechanism is called phonics. Now, language, any language, it has two aspects of any language. One is the spoken part, one is the written part. If you see Hindi, if you see any language, it will categorically, it will have major two parts, that is spoken part and the written part. Now, in spoken part, we have listening skills and speaking skills. Listening also, if somebody has to speak, then the person will listen and speaking. So spoken part comes in listening and speaking, and written may reading and writing. Reading also, when you have a written material, then it will be, then only you can read it. So broadly, we always study about these four competencies: listening, speaking, reading, writing. Lekin how did this competency came up? The listening and speaking are related to spoken skills, and reading and writing are to written skills. Okay. Now we are basically dealing with the spoken part, because phonology deals with the spoken part of English and not with the written part. Okay. Now, yes, sir. So English language, that phonetics, what I was saying is about any language. Now about English language. English language ka we will see what is the written English and spoken English. In English, written English, we have alphabets. Okay, we have alphabets. You know, we have 26 alphabets, A to Z, and so these are 26 alphabets, out of which, and in spoken English we have sounds. In written English we have 26 alphabets, and in spoken English we don't call them as alphabets, but we call them as sounds. Now if you see in written English, this 26 alphabets, उसमें 21 are consonants and 5 are vowels. ये तो सबको पता है, everybody knows 5 vowels. So A, E, I, O, U are vowels, and the remaining B, C, D, they are consonants. So this in written aspect, you can very well identify which are the 5 vowels and which are the 21 consonants. In spoken English, you have 44 sounds, and these 44 sounds are divided as 24 consonants and 20 vowels. We have 24 consonants and 20 vowels. In written, we had 21 consonants, 5 vowels, and in spoken English, 44 sounds are divided into 24 consonants and 20 vowels. Ab ye 20 vowels again, they are divided as 12 pure vowels and 8 are weak vowels, or they are called diphthongs. This is, see, I'm just giving you a general thing. Agar aap isko detail mein jaoge to you can have a very nice thing, but that is related if you are studying MA or you are studying English as your special language. Here I'm just trying to give you what is the basic idea of phonology and what spoken English is all about. So spoken English is all about pronunciation and speaking of a language. So I guess with this picture you have understood what are sounds and how these sounds are further bifurcated. Now the study of pronunciation consists of two major fields. One is phonetics and phonology. So does anybody know the difference? What is phonetics and phonology? Am I there in the meeting? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So yes, anybody can tell me? Anybody can tell me what is the difference between phonetics and phonology? Okay, I will share. Now phonetics is what? It is every language, any language you take, English, Hindi, Maths, EVS, it has phonetics and phonology. So phonetics will be dealing with the study of speech sound in general. How sounds are organized. आप आगे के slides देखोगे तो you will very clearly understand the difference between phonetics and phonology. So phonetics क्या है? It is the study of speech sound. When I am talking, the sound that is coming, that is phonetics. And what is phonology? It is a study of speech sound or phoneme of a particular language. मतलब b, k, that sound that is coming, that is phonology. And phonetics means what organs? See, आप आगे देखो. See, phonetics. If you see this picture, so what organs like oral cavity, soft palates, lips, teeth, tip of the tongue, alveolar ridge, ये जो सब है, ये sound system create करने के लिए we require all these things. So that study of all these things, phonetics जो आपका subject है, जब आप study करते हो तो when you learn phonetics means you are learning कि p sound कैसे आता है by both lips joining together. अगर आप लोग भी वो activity करोगे और देखो p बोलो, when you say p, both your lips are joining. So this joining of lips, yes, the movement of this thing, that is called phonetics. Okay, so your organs. See this part. कहाँ से, from where air is coming, from where that oral articulation, nasal articulation, all these things will be phonetics. Okay. And what is phonology? Phonology is the sound. It is the sound, phoneme. Okay. जैसे कि p, b, k. So these are all just sounds आएंगे that is called phonology. So I hope you understand the difference between phonetics and phonology. Phonetics is the organs. It is in general, and phonology is the sound. It is p, b sound. See, if you see in this picture, यहाँ पे लिखा है bilabel. Bilabel मतलब two lips joining together. So bilabel is phonetics and p, b is phonology. Then these are the 24 consonants. मैंने बस इसको ऐसे पिक्चर में डाला in case whoever is interested to learn phonetics, because I will not be going much in details. I just want to tell you what is phonetics and phonology. So whoever wants to know this in details, these are the 24 consonants. इसका entire thing यही है phonetics का studies. अगर इसी को फिर क्या किया है उन लोगों ने डिटेल में दिया, बाइलेबल में उन्होंने वो डायग्राम दिया, how two lips are joining. So explaining each things in details is phonetics. I have just given a chart to divide this phonetics is phonology. If you want this for your reference. And vowels, I have said we have 20 vowels, so that again vowels में weak vowels है, strong vowels है, जो pure vowels है वो जो ऐसे simple add कर रहे हैं तो that is pure vowels, and जो ऐसे joint में आते हैं that is diphthongs. अगर हम डिटेल में इसका स्टडी करेंगे, देन डिप्थाउंस क्या है, तो मोनोथाउंस, व्हाट आर मोनोथाउंस, व्हाट आर डिप्थाउंस, दैट विल कम इन दैट. बट एज फॉर योर नॉलेज दिस मच इज सफिशिएंट फॉर यू.
10 मिनिट.
Okay. Now, what is the difference in linguistic? Language is English, Hindi. That is called a language. Then what is linguistic? It is a scientific study of a language. जैसे अभी हम लोग फोनोलॉजी पढ़ रहे हैं, फोनेटिक्स पढ़ रहे हैं, उसका हम इंग्लिश का जो साइंटिफिक पार्ट पढ़ रहे हैं उसको कहते हैं लिंग्विस्टिक. तो सबसे पहले उसमें क्या आता है, फोनेटिक्स आता है. Phonetics means how sounds are organized in general, can be from any language, for any language. कि आप हिंदी पढ़ोगे तो उसका phonetics अलग है, whatever language you study, उसमें जो sounds कैसे organize किए हैं, organizing of sound is called phonetics of that particular language. The next is
close the door.
Phonology. What is phonology? The study of speech sound. That phonetics and phonology मैंने बहुत अच्छे से डिस्कस किया अभी. I hope you have understood. Then next जो आता है पूरा morphology. अभी तक phonology is only about sound, म, ब, प, only sound. नेक्स्ट जो लिंग्विस्टिक में आता है वो है मॉर्फोलॉजी. एंड मॉर्फोलॉजी इज वर्ड फॉर्मेशन, जो वर्ड्स होते हैं, जैसे कि प्रीफिक्स सफिक्स में आप पढ़ते हो, देयर आर ओनली माइनर वर्ड्स. इफ आई से गुड, अब जैसे मैं गुड बोलती हूँ तो आपके मन में एक पिक्चर आ जाता है गुड का. इफ आई से कि राम इज क्लेवर, तो इमीडिएटली यू अंडरस्टैंड विद दैट मॉर्फोलॉजी, दैट वर्ड, यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज राम. सो मॉर्फोलॉजी इज नथिंग बट वर्ड फॉर्मेशन एंड स्ट्रक्चर्स रिलेटेड टू वर्ड्स. देन नेक्स्ट जो आता है लिंग्विस्टिक में वो है सिंटैक्स. दैट इज स्टडी ऑफ सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर. जो सेंटेंसेस हम पढ़ते हैं, पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच है, जो भी सेंटेंसेस है वो आता है सिंटैक्स में. Next is semantics, the study of meaning, how we represent a meaning of a word. उस word का meaning. Morphology is the word and semantic is, जैसे मैंने बोला कि clever को हम correlate करते हैं with the meaning, that is semantics. Pragmatics क्या है? Study how context contribute to meaning. जैसे कि हम पूरा एक context, if I am giving a speech, if I am saying something continuously related to women empowerment without giving the heading, and if I talk something about women, then you will immediately correlate that this is regarding women empowerment. So anything related to speech, talk, interaction, that is called.
Yes, sir.
इसको डिटेल में स्टडी करते हैं.
इतनी जल्दी कैसे चला गया?
फोनोलॉजी. This was awareness of phonetics. I had to share about phonetics because it is a topic. So I thought let me just tell teachers what is this phonetics. Now phonics in primary classes. As teachers, what is required? I will be concentrating more on this. So primary classes में phonics means what?
Phone waste to the.
हाँ, any teacher? Anybody can tell in primary. अभी जो मैंने फोनेटिक्स सीखा है वो तो बहुत लार्ज स्केल पे था. प्राइमरी क्लासेस में हम क्या सीखते हैं?
Sounds of letters.
Correct pronunciation.
Sounds of letters.
For correct pronunciation.
Very good. Teaching students correct, speak correctly. Speak correctly means what? Pronunciation. For that word, I have just put this. Teaching students to speak correctly is phonics in primary classes. Now in this part I will be telling you about introductory activities. Why to teach pronunciation? We will discuss कि pronunciation क्यों सिखाना है, what pronunciation is, factors to consider when teaching pronunciation, and how to teach pronunciation, techniques to teach pronunciation, and then the summary. Okay. Now introductory activities. I had put some points, but I just thought let me elicit from you why it is important to learn pronunciation from a young age. Now we all are very experienced teachers. हो सकता है कुछ तो हमसे भी ज्यादा experienced teachers है. आप प्लीज बता, any teacher, can anybody tell me over the years as young children why is it important to learn pronunciation?
Because they have a grasping power very high.
Okay, they have very good grasping.
अगर फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड में अगर आप pronunciation करेक्ट बट वो कर रहे हैं तो आगे चलकर लाइफ लॉन्ग वो मतलब रहेगा। अगर वो गलत प्रोनाउंस करते हैं
इसने दरवाजे बंद नहीं किया था।
तो भी प्रॉब्लम आगे चल रहेगी।
हैबिट हो जाती है उनकी। एग्जैक्टली
Sorry to interrupt you all. 1 minute. It's a pronunciation. It's not pronunciation. So please pronounce it correctly. When we are saying pronounce, that is correct, but it's a pronunciation.
Yes. Yes. Can anybody tell?
For clear communication.
Okay, clear communication. And when at young age, you know, a child, if you see a small child, agar wo Malayali family mein hai, to he will speak Malayali so nicely because he has been listening to that correct pronunciation. So from young age, agar aap is age mein, if anybody tries to teach me Malayali, I may not understand, or my dialect or my speech system has been organized in such a way. Like for example, if I am a Marathi, I can say l very nicely. But same way, if I tell some other person from other state to say l, you know, bal, we say bal, so they will say bal. They won't be able to get that. हमारा जो articulation होता है, sound system का articulation, वो एक बन जाता है. And after a certain age, dialect बन जाता है. Like if you see regional dialect, Maharashtrian का English, if you see Punjabi's English, so that dialect and that vernacular thing comes in your pronunciation. So it is very important from a young age. If you tell a child, if you teach the correct pronunciation, then the child grows in that way. And at adult age, then that vernacular thing comes, or that regional dialect has more impact to whatever new language we are learning. So it is very important to learn pronunciation from a young age. Next, why teaching pronunciation? Why is it important? See, teaching pronunciation tends to be avoided by sometimes. It doesn't happen always. I just copied, so it has come. You know, whenever we are teaching English or something, it's very important for us to concentrate more on pronunciation part. You know, when I say fish, fish laya, and when I am also saying that way only, children will also catch up the same thing. So they should know fish, that is fish. So teaching pronunciation is very important in primary section. Okay, one reason it is not considered as important as teaching grammar. हम लोग grammar पढ़ाते हैं, vocabulary पढ़ाते हैं, but at the same time अगर आप English के Marigold के books देखोगे तो most of the time after every lesson they have given some activities of speaking also, how that thing has to be done. Another reason, the lack of competent teacher with sufficient knowledge in this field. Like you know, कभी-कभी हमसे भी होता है, when we are talking, maybe our correct pronunciation वो नहीं है. जैसे अभी मैडम ने, she has correctly corrected कि pronunciation होता है, not pronunciation. So you know, we come up with that thing, and so हमारा ही articulation या हमारा ही sound system ठीक नहीं, तो we tend to speak in that way, and children also tend to take it in that way. So what we can do is, हम इसको proper, इसीलिए तो we had cassette player, tape player, even if what I had told, मैंने ऐसे, I was observing one of my teachers lesson, तो उनका जो English का pronunciation थोड़ा ये था, तो मैंने फिर सर को बोला, सर आप क्या करना जब आप English पढ़ा रहे हो, तो because प्राइमरी टीचर्स हमको सब सब्जेक्ट्स दिए जाते हैं, we have to teach, and जैसा है we have grown up, तो हमारा वही आ जाएगा. I told him जब आप पोएम वगैरह सिखाओगे, you teach, but YouTube से एक लिंक दे देना कि YouTube में आपको काफी मिलता है हैप्पी चाइल्ड का. वो भी है कि कभी कभी YouTube में भी ठीक से प्रोनाउंसिएशन नहीं है. सो व्हेन यू चूजिंग दैट वीडियो, यू सी दैट वो वीडियो में इतना करेक्ट प्रोनाउंसिएशन वो है, वो आप बच्चों के व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में डाल देना और बच्चों को बोलना कि कंटिन्यूस वो सुने. तो इफ आई फील कि माई प्रोनाउंसिएशन इज नॉट ओके और नॉट अप टू, वी ऑल नो आवर लेवल ऑफ प्रोनाउंसिएशन, देन इफ आई फील कि समटाइम्स इफ आई एम नॉट वेरी ओके विथ माई स्पीकिंग एस्पेक्ट, what I would do is I would just take some video and then let the child imitate that and let the child say that way. Finally, it is assumed that pronunciation is acquired unconsciously. Pronunciation is taken unconsciously. Matlab, automatically it will come by imitating a model, and teaching it therefore would be a waste of instructional time. However, it is important to provide children with activities and exercises where they become aware of how sound, stress, and intonation work in foreign language. Also, it is important to help children have appropriate pronunciation because it enables them to hold intelligent conversation. See, if our pronunciation is good, then our conversation part also, like we get that confidence level in speaking. So, pronunciation plays very important role in any language. What is teaching pronunciation? Now we have seen pronunciation. What is teaching pronunciation? Pronouncing English is not just about getting the individual sound right. So it is not only sound. Children need to be familiar with which part of the word are stressed, which part of a sentence are stressed. See, I am a boy. Yesterday when I was doing model reading of that poem, you have seen my change. I was changing that intonation. I was changing the stress. When there is question mark, I was reading that sentence in a question mark manner. So pronunciation is not like only correctly saying a word, but which part has to be stressed, which part of a sentence has to be stressed, basic intonation pattern, and linking together the sound with the sentence and in conversation. Linking together means I was saying that it is a question, so you have to ask, what are you doing? So that how the change of pattern of sound and question hai to how that voice it come. And I am a girl. So you understand it is just a sentence. And I say, what are you doing? So that tone changes, so that linking, that sound, it is not only related with pronunciation, but you have to tell them which part is stressed, the change, the intonation, the pattern, everything whenever we are teaching pronunciation to the children or any reading thing. Now, what factors to consider when teaching pronunciation? The first factor just now we have discussed is the age factor. This is the intent about the child. So age plays a very important role. We have discussed this in detail. Then mother tongue has a great influence in your language. This also I have told when I am speaking Marathi, that low sound and how a South Indian English will be, how a Punjabi English will be, how a Marathi English will be, and how a Gujarati English. So that vernacular thing comes. So mother tongue has a great influence on your speaking of a different language, not only English, any other language. Your mother tongue influences that language. So it is very important when you are young, at that age only you catch the correct pronunciation, except, or we as teachers, it becomes a very moral responsibility that we give the correct speaking concept to the children so that they don't grow up in that manner. And if I feel my pronunciation is having some problem, I will take use of some cassette player or some recorder or some YouTube videos that way. Then what are the external factors? The external factors may be the exposure. Like suppose, if a child, what exposure a person gets. Like suppose if I am a Maharashtrian, I am staying in Maharashtra. I don't know Malayali or I don't know anything. But had I been, even if I am a Maharashtrian and if I am posted to some South Indian state and my children are staying there, they have been brought up in that South Indian state. Maybe I may not know Malayali, but my children, because of their exposure with the neighbors or with friends or something, they may learn at that age. And you have seen children, there are many people, parents may not know, but children know different languages. Why? Because the exposure of that language with their friends or with their neighborhood, that way. Then second is attitude and motivation. Suppose if as a child, there may be hobbies. Nowadays children are so smart. If a child feels, no, I have to learn that language. You see, the other day I was seeing a video also, a girl from UP, 14-year-old girl, and she's training IAS officers. If you look at the girl, if uska appearance agar aap dekhoge, you may just feel, oh, she's a villager or something like that. But once you listen to her audio, her English is just fabulous, and she has accent of different English, American English, Spanish English, all that accent she's having, and she really has that mastery. So that depends upon the attitude and motivation of the particular girl or of any child. If the child is really very motivated and the attitude of a child has, I have to learn this language, then maybe the child himself will find out many videos, many public speaking classes, and the child will learn pronunciation. So these are the factors, the internal factors and the external factors. Then how to teach pronunciation. Okay, till now we have seen these 3-4 topics. Now this how to teach. First is imitative approach. The teacher directs the children to listen to and imitate the sound, the stresses, the rhythm of English through different activities and variety of resource-based repetition and modeling. Like, apple, apples. So singular है, plural. How I am making the sound, and I'm just directing the children also. Yesterday also, see, we were saying good, good, repeat it. So that repetition, the more you repeat, the more the children are going to take and imitate your sound. Next is linguistic approach. The teacher explicitly informs the children of and focuses the attention on the sound and rhythm of English through teaching aids such as phonic charts and compare and contrast activities. So with phonic charts also, teacher can just tell, like, cat, C-A-T, cat, and just changing one word, C-U-T, cut. Only one word, so see the difference of sound, cat and cut. So that way also teacher can stress on pronunciation. Yes, in this only how to teach pronunciation. Conscious raising approach. The teacher helps children notice characteristics of regularities in sound, stress and intonation, asking the children to infer rules from given example. Like, teacher can tell different, see for example this depth, doubt. So these are silent words. Then silent words क्यों होते हैं, क्या होते हैं? When we are teaching, we have to give them different rules of grammar. Abhi to KVS is not very much for teaching grammar directly, but somewhere once in a way where we are feeling this is a must part, we have to tell them ki why this K is silent, why N is silent, why why this capital letters, why small letters. There are certain rules when we are doing this, so that we have to tell children and make them understand this. What teaching techniques or activities to use to teach pronunciation? So what are the different activities or teaching things we can do? So सबसे पहले है listen and repeat activities. Listening to a model provided by the teacher, a CD or a video, and repeating what is heard. Okay, eggs, fish. मतलब you are just making them repeat either through CD or you're showing pictures, and that way you can do. Next is minimal pairs. Working with words that vary in only one sound to help children compare and contrast. So these are different activities, different games. For pronunciation, you must be having many activities. आप भी अपने मन से बहुत अच्छे कर सकते हो. I've just taken some. एक तो listening and repeating है, एक minimal pair है, जैसे कि ship and ship. ये homographs होते हैं. These are words like homophones यानी ship and ship. They are sounding same. Spellings अलग है, but SHIP ship is a thing, is a vehicle which runs in water, and ship is a animal. Okay, same way CC, SEAC, SEEC. So these are minimum. So with words even same pronunciation है, but उसका meaning अलग है, ये है. That also when we are doing this, we have to just explain to our children. The use of phonetic alphabets. Help children hear the sound of English by associating them with keywords like car, R, ball, read. Or so these are the things which when we are teaching our class 1 and all children, we have to stress more on this sounds of English. Then next is songs, rhythm and chants. Have students learn pronunciation implicitly through music and rhythms. So best, this is the, I think, to understand pronunciation, this is the best thing. You learn poems. When they go on saying poems, they get, अगर कोई गाना भी है, अगर आप गाना, like, जैसे मैं बोल रही हूँ, हमको, even if we don't go to that state, but अगर उस state का गाना कोई बहुत popular हो जाता है, तो हम भी गा जाते हैं, भले हमको उसके wordings पता नहीं, कुछ भी पता नहीं, but we try to sing in the same particular manner, और हमको वो याद भी हो जाता है, just because of that rhythm and that in a flow वो गाना होता है ना, तो वो rhythm की वजह से हम लोग उस तरीके से गाते हैं सुन के, and then we take up that song. Same way, songs, rhythm and chants, these are very important thing for understanding the spoken aspects in English. Then tongue twisters. The tongue twisters are a challenge to children's ability in pronunciation and an element of fun. So easy tongue twisters क्या है? I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. So then that catching the correct words, speaking the correct word, and putting up the correct word. So this kind of easy tongue twisters if we give to our primary children, so they will understand I have to say scream, where I have to say scream, and where I have to just make that S silent and make cream. जैसे I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. So scream. That they understand the difference between scream and cream. So like this, you can give many tongue twisters to them. Then different phonetic tambola games also we can play, and that way you can just make them understand this. Then pronunciation with stories. Have children listen and read aloud stories. This you can gradually from poems and all, poems, games you can do in first and second. But gradually as children grow up in third, fourth, fifth, you can just make them listen to stories and read them aloud. You can, or you can just give them a short write-up and you read that stories, you make them repeat after you. Repetition is very important. Model reading and making the children repeat after you. Why repeating is important? See, if any activity, agar मान लो swimming है, if I take them and if I am doing it a model, if I am just doing swimming and I am telling the child, you stand on the shore and you see how I am swimming, I am taking my hand like this, like that. So that way the child will never learn swimming. So अगर मैं उसको अंदर लेती हूँ and make him do that, the child will be able to understand this activity very well. Same way, जब हमको we want the child to be having correct pronunciation, then it is very important that I make him repeat. So most of the time मैंने भी खुद देखा है कि even my school teachers ना, when you are teaching a new lesson or a poem, you see that you are repeating. For one day you concentrate only on this reading part and recitation part. पूरा time you make them read the lesson twice, thrice, so that they read and that pronunciation they catch up. Videos and looking in the mirror. Videos and looking in the mirror give children a chance to view physical movement while they are working on pronunciation. So let them see in the mirror and say go, how they are sounding, how a teacher sounds. That way, look, they can enhance their pronunciation skill. Then maximizing the quality of teacher talk. You know, our primary children, they are very, very attached to our teachers. जो भी टीचर उनके लिए, जो भी टीचर बोलता है वो उनके लिए एकदम करेक्ट होता है. सो जितना हम मैक्सिमम बोलेंगे, जितना हम प्रॉपर एम्फोसिस करेंगे, हमारी बॉडी लैंग्वेज, आर टॉकिंग, आर वे ऑफ पुटिंग अप एंड प्रेजेंटिंग थिंग्स, चिल्ड्रन आर गोइंग टू इमिटेट अस मोर देन देयर पेरेंट्स. हम लोग फिश बोल रहे हैं और पेरेंट उनको बोलेगा ये फिश है, तो वो बोलेंगे मेरे टीचर ने फिश बोला है तो मैं इसको फिश ही बोलूंगा. सो वी हैव टू बी वेरी अलर्ट आवरसेल्व्स एंड हमारा जो क्वालिटी ऑफ टीचर टॉक है, वी जस्ट हैव टू एनहांस. Then summary of whatever I have said now. Provide children with activities and exercises so that they become aware of sounds, stress and intonation work in English language. So इनको सारा, we don't have to concentrate only on sounds, but stress, intonation part means how they are going to change the voice modulation that way. Then children practice in all areas of children practice in all areas to improve their pronunciation and need to communicate effectively. We have to be very minute observers and listeners. We have to be very minute listeners first, what the children are saying and how they are saying and how we have to improve them and help them to communicate effectively. When working with pronunciation, consider children's age, mother tongue, attitude and exposure and motivation. So we have discussed all these four things in very much detail. So when you are teaching pronunciation, if I take a elderly child and if I say मैं कब से आपको बोल रही हूँ, ल होता है, आप ल ही बोल रहे हो, तो इतना उसको we don't have to torture, because you consider his age, his mother tongue, his attitude, all these factors, and then you try to make the changes in the child. Then focus on conscious raising to pronunciation through minimal praise, tongue twister, storytelling, etc. Then features of speech. That part I have discussed ki what is important of pronunciation, what activities we can take, how we can enhance pronunciation among the children. Now what are the important features of speaking? These I will just discuss, not much in details, but yes. In pronunciation or in speech or in spoken of any language, what is important is the stress part, the intonation part, the rhythm, the tone, the pitch and syllable structure. Okay, these are the 6 things. I will just tell each one in detail. First is stress. Stress is which sound we emphasize in a word or a sentence. What are you doing? I have stressed the word doing. मतलब that stress is come कि तुम क्या कर रहे हो. So which sound, what I require that. Second is intonation, the pitch of a speaker. What are you doing? तो ये मैंने प्यार से पूछा, what are you doing? So with my intonation, you are understanding whether I am angry or whether I am talking very lovingly. Okay, so that is the speaker's voice, the pitch. Rhythm, the flow of a sound and silence in a sentence, loud, wrong, longer or higher. If you are listening to me, you can see the rhythm in my sound. Sometimes I'm talking very slow or fast, or sometimes I'm stressing on something, sometimes I'm speaking it louder, sometimes slow. So that is the flow and rhythm of speaking. I just go in one particular tone, like which sound we emphasize in word or sentence, the pitch of a speech. So uska impact nahi aayega. But that rhythm, the flow of sound and silence in a sentence, loud, longer or higher. So you see, yahi sentence padhne mein mera jo change tha in my stress, in my intonation, my rhythm, that is very important. Then tone, the way of a person is speaking to someone. What is my tone? That is a very important thing in speech. With that also you can understand how I am talking with you. Pitch, the relatively highness or lowness of a tone. कुछ लोग बहुत वेरी, उनका आवाज में एक मधुरता होती है, वेरी साइलेंट, वेरी सॉफ्ट स्पोकन, और कुछ लोग सिंपल भी बोलते तो उनका आवाज इतना हार्श होता है. सो दैट रिलेटिव हाईनेस एंड लोनेस, सो वी हैव टू वर्क ऑन दिस ऑल्सो. पिच ऑल्सो, चाइल्ड स्क्रीम, सो वी हैव टू टेल कि बच्चा हाई पिच, लो पिच. सो दैट पिच इज नथिंग बट द रिलेटिव हाईनेस एंड लोनेस ऑफ अ टोन. Syllable structure. Now what is syllable structure? A group of one or more sound. जैसे अगर मैं एक sound है, अगर एक ही sound है तो one syllable, दो sound है तो two syllable, three sounds है तो three syllable. I'll give you example. Example, book. Book में एक ही sound आता है, only one sound, so one syllable. Reading. Now यहाँ पे two syllables are, two sounds are read plus ing, so reading. So syllable structure. So when we are reading, हमको जब बच्चों को सिखाना है तो ये भी सिलेबस स्ट्रक्चर भी सिखाना है कि कहाँ उसको ब्रेक करना है एंड वेयर वी हैव. सो देयर आर मोर 3 syllable वर्ड्स, 4 syllable वर्ड्स, दैट वे. सो बेसिकली जो स्पीच है, जो स्पोकन पार्ट है, इट हैज दिस, दैट इज स्ट्रेस, इंटोनेशन, रिदम, टोन, पिच एंड सिलेबल स्ट्रक्चर. दिस इज जस्ट अ पिक्चर आई हैव गिवन. नाउ व्हाट कैन बी डन बाय द टीचर? Interaction as a key to improving students' speaking abilities. It is essential for students to interact using the language. Teachers must tailor the instructions carefully. जो भी है, first of all, I have to be very clear in my thing. Then I have to tell the instructions clearly to the children, and then they can understand. Then small talks. Students must know how to open a conversation at the beginning. They can start having short conversations, but they can improve little by little until they will be able to have a discussion for example. Now see, this is they have given. हमको जब बच्चों को, we have to see the age. अगर फर्स्ट का बच्चा है, you just go on with very simple sentences, simple sentence, and then as they grow gradually, you give them 2-3 sentences of conversation that way. So what interactive activities teacher can do? Teachers must create a need or reason to speak. I have to motivate a child. उसको कुछ reason देना है कि आप बोलो, आप. So give opportunity that the children say. The extensive exposure to authentic language, audios, videos. Audio, video आप दे देना. A lot of rehearsal during the class with real world situation. Real in the class itself. हमको उनको रियल ऐसे सिचुएशंस देना है where they are going to speak to us. Listen to radio, report and retell to a friend. कुछ भी लिसनिंग, जैसे कल मैडम ने भी लिसनिंग एक्टिविटी ली, देन आई हैव डन लिस्ट. आप लिसन करो, यू लिसनिंग स्किल्स में यू गिव देम समथिंग, आप कुछ बोलो एंड यू आस्क देम, और आप एक ऑडियो टेप लगा दो, उनको सुनने दो, एंड देन यू आस्क रिलेटेड टू दैट कि ये क्या था, व्हाट वाज इट. सो वी हैव दैट रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन और लिसनिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन. वी गिव क्वेश्चंस, सो दैट इज नथिंग बट लिसनिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन. Then soap operas, films.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
What we can do is designing speaking task. Now, too easy या too difficult नहीं देना चाहिए. उनकी proficiency, what will happen? It will demotivate. अगर मैं 5th के बच्चे को जाके मैं बोलूंगी I am a boy, ये तो उसको उतना नहीं लगेगा. He may not be like that thing. And same way first के बच्चे को मैं अगर एक बहुत बड़ा पैसेज दूंगी तो too easy, too difficult will demotivate the student. Age appropriate activities हमको लेने हैं for speaking task. A successful speaking class must have maximum talking in English. We have to talk. कभी कभी इंग्लिश का क्लास भी हम हिंदी में लेते हैं. We explain everything in हिंदी. अगर हम जरूरी है, अगर हमको हिंदी बोलना, हमको लग रहा है कि बच्चा इंग्लिश में नहीं आया, तो उसको रिपीट करो इंग्लिश में. एज टीचर्स वी हैव टू बी मोर एंड मोर रेपिटेटिव बिकॉज दैट विल पुट मोर टू द चिल्ड्रन. सो मैक्सिमम टॉकिंग इन इंग्लिश. पहले मैंने हिंदी में बताया, फिर उसी को मैं इंग्लिश में बोलूंगी. लाइक सोनू, मोनू, गोनू ना बच्चे दोस्त थे, then I will say the same thing. Sonu, Monu and Gonu are friends. That way. Then even participation, equal opportunity for everyone to speak. अगर मैं 4-5 बच्चे बहुत अच्छा बोल रहे हैं, so I must not concentrate only on them, but I must see that all the children are taking part in this speaking activity. High motivation. High motivation मतलब you see that they say, you see that they come up and read this whatever you are doing, and it depends upon you कि आप उसको उनको किस तरीके से मोटिवेट करते हो. आपको उनको मोटिवेट करके you see that they participate in this speaking task. Then right language level. Right language level means again age appropriate. उनका लेवल देख के आपको उस टाइप का लैंग्वेज यूज करना है. फर्स्ट मैं वाईफाई इंग्लिश में बात करूंगी तो दैट विल नॉट बी डन. तो उनका लेवल है दैट राइट लैंग्वेज लेवल. देन टीचर मस्ट इंक्लूड वैरायटी ऑफ स्पीकिंग एक्टिविटीज इन द प्लान. कि हमको वो स्पीकिंग एक्टिविटीज डेवलप करना है. जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट 3 फ्रेंड्स है, देन कहाँ सिंगुलर आएगा, कहाँ प्लूरल आएगा. व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग ओनली ऑफ सोनू, सोनू इज. व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट सोनू, मोनू, गोनू, देन आर. तो ये इज एंड आर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रादर देन सोनू, मोनू एंड गोनू. दे शुड नो कि मुझे अभी बोलते समय मैं सिर्फ सोनू के बारे में बोल रहा हूँ तो मुझे वो इज बोलना है, दिस स्ट्रक्चर पार्ट. और अगर मैं तीनों को बोल रहा हूँ तो मुझे आर बोलना है. तो हम क्या करते हैं, सोनू, मोनू, गोनू इज फ्रेंड, तो हम बस उसको करेक्ट दे देते कि वेरी गुड, करेक्ट, वो सोनू, मोनू, गोनू इज फ्रेंड. बट हमको इसमें उनको एग्जैक्ट जो बताना है कि बच्चा आर बोलना है, ये 3 लोग हैं तो आर. दैट इज टीचिंग ऑफ इंग्लिश. वो होगा आप इंग्लिश पढ़ा रहे हो. सो स्पीकिंग एक्टिविटीज में ऑल्सो वी हैव टू हैव मेनी ऑफ दिस काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटीज वेयर वी कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन द लैंग्वेज रादर देन व्हाट इज द थियोरेटिकल पार्ट. देन डिफरेंट एक्टिविटीज फॉर डिफरेंट लर्निंग स्टाइल. हमारे सारे बच्चे अलग लर्निंग स्टाइल्स के होते हैं, तो हमको उनके हिसाब से हमारी एक्टिविटी प्लान करना पड़ेगा सो दैट ऑल स्टूडेंट्स जो है दे पार्टिसिपेट एंड दे एंजॉय. Then last key takeaways, there are many ways to include sound play in your daily routine with your child. हमारे बच्चों के साथ हम मैंने तो काफी कम एक्टिविटीज ली है, आप लोग तो अच्छे एक्सपीरियंस लोग हो, इससे अच्छे एक्टिविटीज आपको आती होंगी. So include many sound plays in your daily routine with your children. Kids who play with sound, syllable and rhymes when they are young are gaining important reading readiness skills. So अभी अगर हम इस पे after they grow 5th 6th 7th में उनको सोनू, मोनू, गोनू कौन है, इससे ज्यादा उनको तब ये इम्पोर्टेंट यहाँ पे आर है, मुझे यहाँ पे इज लिखना है. तब उनको हमको मैडम ने सिखाया था कि 3 लोग है तो आर बोलना है, 1 लोग है तो इज बोलना है. सो दिस इज एंड आर. अगर हम उनको इफ वी पुट दिस concept in their mind, then I don't, if English अगर उनका ठीक होता है, English is a very important language, it will be helpful for understanding maths, EVS and any other science, biology, whatever this. important है इस एज में उनको प्रॉपर इंग्लिश का अगर हम उनको डेवलप करते हैं तो मैथमेटिकल प्रॉब्लम्स जो है वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग पे बेस्ड होता है. अगर उनको इंग्लिश आएगा तो ही वो मैथमेटिकल प्रॉब्लम समझ पाएंगे. देन ओनली दे विल कॉम्प्रिहेंड, कोरिलेट एंड अंडरस्टैंड हाउ टू सॉल्व दैट मैथमेटिक्स. तो अगर वो बच्चा मैथमेटिकल प्रॉब्लम नहीं कर रहा है तो समवेयर आई हैव फेल्ड टू टीच हिम प्रॉपर इंग्लिश, to understand English, to comprehend that English pattern. So English is very important for understanding all other subjects. So if these skills are really difficult for your child, you must want to seek extra support in this area. अगर आपको बच्चों, अगर आपके स्टूडेंट्स को इंग्लिश में कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम है, you seek extra support. How you can do with this? How you can help the child overcome this? So these are the things. Then last suggestions for teacher: provide maximum opportunity for students to speak the target language by providing a rich environment. Try to involve each student in every speaking activity. For this aim, practice different way of students. आपको एम ही रखना है कि मैं किस तरीके से, अगर ये बच्चा मेरा बहुत शाय है तो मुझे उस तरीके से ही उसको निकालना है, और एक बच्चा अगर बहुत टॉकेटिव है तो उसको कैसे शांत करना है वो भी मुझे आना चाहिए. Reduce teachers speaking time in class while increasing students speaking time. कल अगर आपने देखा, मैंने जब रीडिंग कर लिया, I was maximum asking people to speak rather than I asked, okay, आप good बोलो, GOOD, good बोलो. So increase that and set back and observe students. Ask eliciting questions such as what do you mean? Eliciting question उनसे निकालो, उनसे ही निकलवाना है आपको, और उनको बात करने का अपॉर्चुनिटी दे दो. आप जब इलिसिट करते हो, इनडायरेक्टली दे आर लर्निंग, बिकॉज व्हेन दे आर पुटिंग अप क्वेश्चंस दे आर अटेंटिव, उनका इंटरेस्ट लेवल होता है, दे आर लर्निंग दैट टाइम. हाउ डिड यू रीच दैट कंक्लूजन इन ऑर्डर टू प्रॉम्प्ट. फिर आप उसको, जैसे कल हमने कॉन्वर्सेशन किया, इस गुड के साथ बैड लिया, ये लिया, सो वो जब कॉन्वर्सेशन होता है, वो कंक्लूजन होता है, उसमें आप स्पीकिंग एक्टिविटीज काफी अच्छे से कर सकते हो. Do not correct to pronunciation mistakes very often while they are speaking. Correction should not distract students from his or her speech. मतलब मान लो एक बच्चे को जब मुझे पता है इसका प्रोनाउंसिएशन का थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, तो मुझे उसको इतना ज्यादा बार बार उसी के लिए नहीं टोकना है. रादर आई मस्ट मेक सम एफर्ट्स टू सी दैट ही ओवरकम्स दैट थिंग. कि बच्चे छोटे हैं, वो एक बार उसको लगेगा अरे मैं ये गलत वर्ड बोलूंगा, मैडम मुझे डांटेगी, तो बेटर आई विल नॉट स्पीक ओनली. सो यू जस्ट ट्राई टू एनहांस समथिंग, डू समथिंग so that that part is also rectified and the children feel comfortable to be studying with you. Provide vocabulary and circulate around the class. Vocabulary, आप vocabulary के charts डाल दो, so anytime they are moving around, they see that vocabulary and they read along whenever they have time. Okay, so thank you. That's all from my side. I hope I was there.